Welcome back, everyone. I'm the Addressio, and this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Alright, so I was looking up some stuff, seeing what materials we had available, as well as what we can buy. Gradually, as we progress, we can get access to more and more stuff, which can be rather helpful. So, thanks to all the materials we've gotten from some of the bosses we've been fighting, we can actually craft a few things that are somewhat useful. We can make another legendary blender, which sounds pretty good. We can also make another ultra fast granite keystone. We also have access to the kukri, but it shares materials with other things. Yeah, it shares a fairy soul, so I can't exactly do that one. So yeah, we have some options here. So I'm going to craft a legendary blender and a ultra-fast granite keystone. We almost have enough materials to make it the other biggest sword ever, which would be kind of nice to have. But with this, we can do something like, I don't know, replace the crazy milk here. And give her a legendary blender, another one. And then for Mystia, we can go ahead and give her the ultra-fast granite keystone, which will give her some more accuracy and evasion, which is always nice. And I kind of took some stuff from Wriggle and just gave it to her for now, but yeah. Stacking evasion is definitely not a bad idea for this particular character. Just kind of see what my other options are. Okay, so that'll be it for right now. As for skills, I think I already mentioned that it took Singing in Silence. Oh, also I did give her a Sword of Singing Delusions, so all of her attacks now have access to silence. Even the one that does paralysis and poison. So that'll kind of maximize our silence doing. Besides that, we're going to go ahead and continue on with what we have. I may end up dropping Parsi soon, just to kind of keep our level average down. But before we do any of that, I did promise to go ahead and start doing some of this. So let's go ahead and do some status ups. So Mystia and Kamachi are kind of the standouts, I think, as far as characters I want to see about carrying over. So let's do that. So you can see every time we level it up, it increases the upgrade cost. We'll do something like this. A little bit of this. Even when certain stats are not particularly high for certain characters, or doesn't grow very well, it's still sometimes a good idea to go ahead and give it a little bit of boost later on, just to kind of make them not entirely made of, paper mache. But for right now, we'll stick to these things. I don't know if it's a plus disc thing or if it was just something from Labyrinth of Touhou 1, but yeah, the rate of the upgrade cost apparently is actually stagnant, which is kind of helpful. So yeah, with that, we'll be working on these characters a bit, seeing what we can get to. Speed up. Alright. Of course, putting this all eggs in one basket thing is definitely not the wisest thing to do. Now, some stats, of course, there's no reason to increase. For example, Mystia has zero reason to ever increase magic, because she doesn't use magic at all. But defense in mind, you might want to eventually put a few points in eventually. And then, of course, all the resistances, if you intend on using the character at all, you definitely will eventually want to level that up a little bit. As you can see, resistances are very, very expensive, unfortunately. Yeah, the cost is getting there. Alright. And then let's put the rest into attack. There you go. So there you go, we got some stats increased. I think they're still not... she's catching up. I mean, her overall stats are actually a bit lower than most of the some of the heavy hitters. Okay, so with all of that, let's go ahead and do Great Tree again, and we're just going to keep going. We're going to leave Moko alone for now. Because I don't have enough going to win the fight. Boop, boop, boop. Strike Fist. These guys are very fast, as you can already tell. In fact, they're outspeeding me. And Sea Slugs. Sea Tree's Fish Fin, okay. I think Manariko has the skill that increases everyone's magic every time her turn comes up, which is actually kind of nice. I definitely want at least one healer built up eventually. Fish. Well, bye-bye Manariko. Yeah, it's a very common type of enemy is the very fast, heavy-hitting glass cannon, which is unfortunate. I don't really want to lose her this early. Let's bring in Manariko, or sorry, not Netari. Since she's pretty fast right now, even without stat increases. Which I guess is... yeah, I won't worry about swapping. We found some sort of tunnel. Okay, cool, we got a shortcut. Pretty quick shortcut to get. Extending arm. So unfortunately the sea slugs are kind of ruining the whole plan here. Can I kill? Just barely. Tracking Obertars and Evil Spirit Soul. That's actually kind of nice, getting a main equip as a drop. Locked chest. Well, we definitely have an abundance of keys at this point. Extending arm. There we go. Ah, a familiar face. Hold on a second. Huh? Who's that? It's me. I knew you would be coming. What? You knew? Yes, just as I said. This is normal behavior for you anyway. By the way, have you happened to see Lady Kanako or Lady Sawaku? Kanako and Sawaku? No, we haven't. They're here too, huh? Pretty much everyone's coming here for fun. Wait, then who's at the Moria Shrine now? That's why I need to find them and bring them back as quickly as possible. Honestly, trying times like these are perfect opportunities to nab more followers, with all of them fearful of this obvious incident. Yet the actual gods themselves went off somewhere else, not to mention all those new gods popping up. Sounds about right. Reimu, you ought to learn to use your head a little more like she does. Oh hush, in the first place you should have stopped them before they even left Sine. I tried to. I was going to cut them off before the idea to come to the great excuse me. I was going to cut them off before they got the idea to come to this great tree, but when I started looking for them, they had already left. And they were really quick about it. They more or less left as soon as the great tree appeared. What are gods supposed to be, huh? I'm starting to wonder myself. Please do not ask me that. It'll only make me feel worse. In any case, if you happen to see either of them, please let me know. I suppose I can keep that in mind. Thank you. I must be going as well. If they're that fired up about coming to this tree, it sounds like it'll be easy to convince them to join us as well. Hopefully Sine won't think too badly of us. So yeah, Sine is another support type. I don't really remember. I know she had heals, and I think she had some buffing capabilities, but I don't really remember much about her from the first game. And I didn't use her at all in this game at all. Can I kill you with just a punch? Yes. The answer is yes. I can punch you to death. Give me stuff. Purifying amulets ×2. Cool. I think we have some of those already. Nope, this is a new item. A holy amulet with the prayer of exorcism depicted on it. It glitters with a faint light. Probably quite effective. Good stuff. Alright, I think we're alright. I keep feeling I may have missed a description here or there, but it's not the end of the world. It's just some extra flavor. Yamo Biko necklace. Is that silence resist or is that paralysis? When you're silenced and can no longer speak, this necklace somehow lets you hear Yamo Biko, thereby restoring your speech. Sometimes it can make you hear things too. Kind of scary. Silence resistance. Punch. Got that wash basin, and stacking all attack on Nazarin with maintenance is a very pleasant combo. The wiki says it's not, you know, it becomes much better in endgame compared to the beginning, but it's still pretty good at this point if you can get a few decent items. How do I want to do this? The Oarfish is going to get a hit in. That's fine. Trying to save some MP if I can. Okay, so we got 2 FOEs on this floor, and their aggro range is pretty far. Alright, previous the floor down here. So this puts us right here on the map. You can see those 2 open spaces. We do need to deal with Moko to get access to those locked areas. But for right now, we'll just do what we got. What's wrong? There's a barrier erected somewhere here. It's not strong, but it's skillfully made nonetheless. Oh, really? Ah, hey, there's someone inside the border. Ah, there is. Oh, that appearance. That must be... My, if it isn't the Shrine Maiden and Magician from the incident before. Long time no see. What would you be doing here? Ah, so you've already met Orin. It is as she said. I do not feel well at the moment. Hey, quit it with the mind reading and saying parts. It's hard to talk like that. You're the same as ever, huh? We did hear from Orin about why you're resting here, but we forgot to ask why you all even came here to begin with. Mind giving an explanation? Yeah, especially in your case, Satori. You ain't the type to proactively go outside in all. Ah, so you did not hear about that part from Orin. It is true that we normally would not have any reason to come to this great tree, but I heard a voice coming from the tree that I could not ignore. I can still hear it now. A voice coming from the tree? The heck? I know how strange it sounds, even I do not fully understand it either. The voice is definitely not from a human or yokai, and it emits sounds that do not seem like words. It is the first I have ever heard of it too, but at the very least, being able to hear it from all the way down to the subterranean is out of the ordinary. A mysterious voice that isn't from a human or yokai, huh? How about this? That voice is coming from the tree itself. Doesn't that sound viable? I have considered that possibility. That is why I brought my most helpful pets, Orin and Atsuo, with me to this tree. But as you heard from Orin, another mind whose thoughts are filled with evil intentions have made me feel a little weak. So let me get this straight. You're hearing the voices of two minds right now. One is a voice belonging to a specific person filled with evil intentions, and the other is a mysterious voice on which information is scarce. Yeesh, this is complex. The two voices probably belong to different people. The one with evil intentions seems to be somewhere close by. Who could be the one having all these evil thoughts? Rainbow, does anyone that hateful come to mind? Nope. If you want to wring a name out of him, maybe Parsi. It is definitely not Parsi. I hear her mind's voice as a daily occurrence. It is not merely jealousy, it's more repulsive, as if the mind of the voice itself is drowned in pure negativity. A mind drowned in pure negativity. No one who sounds that dangerous comes to mind. Maybe it's the same person who stole the Amai no Murakumo. It might be, but it might not be as well. Honestly, we have no evidence or proof. There's no point trying to guess the culprit now. If the person is nearby, then we'll confirm who it is by proceeding onwards. Do you mean to continue onwards from floor 5? I created a barrier there that only Atsuo can go through, since she went to the 6th floor to find ingredients for the medicine. It would obstruct you if you wish to proceed to the 6th floor. My apologies if you had already encountered it. I will remove it at once. Thanks. While we explore, we'll help Orin and Atsuo gather their ingredients and try to find whoever it is that's making you sick too. That would be very helpful. Orin and Atsuo specialize in manipulating fire, so they will not be able to utilize their full power in floors filled with water like these. If they are struggling, please help them out. Gotcha. If we find them in a spot of bother, we'll lend them a hand. We'll be on our way then. Alright, take care. Alright, so you do actually need to go and run into Satori to essentially make the well, one, you have to go to her to actually get access to the other areas. So we can now get access to where Atsuo and Orin are at. Oh wow, you lived. And you're durable too. Oh wow, you are super durable. In both cases. Alright. Try this then. Some wind sand. What do we have here? I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Tome Insight, Vitality, Sense, and Energy. And 2 training manuals. Cool. And... okay, shortcut. Got it. And that is it for that. Got it. I need to tag out Nettery. Okay, so that knight actually buffed attack rather than defense. So that's something different. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, even without the buff, they still have reasonably high defense. Evil Spirit Soul. Oh, I keep forgetting to swap out Nettery. Oh, actually I have enough MP. Never mind. I can do one more of those. Alright. Chomp. Alright, let's tag out some people. Bring back... Menarika's too risky. Let's try... we can try Mistia. See if she holds her own. We'll go ahead and also tag out Rumia for now and bring in Parsi. Oh, I haven't really talked about the Terra effect and what it actually does to enemies. Against us, I think it does just a raw stat drop for everything. And every turn you essentially would lose MP. Against enemies, it just does the stat drop, which I think it's like 8% to all stats, which is better than nothing. All right. The only bad part about Misty is she doesn't actually have a lot of MP right now. Let's do Midnight Chorus Master. Yeah, Sea Slugs are weak against wind. Nice. Good damage. I would hope so. I gave her like 39 attack levels. Well, we'll try this. I don't think it's going to be enough. Yeah. So bad part is, I don't have... I'm kind of stuck with, single target attacker, or I'm stuck with physical attackers at the moment. But that silence was enough to give me the attack I needed. Fragment of refined metal. Oh, actually, I needed that drop. With that, I can actually go and craft another plus 36 attack weapon or item. I mean, we don't really need them too badly because they're going to get replaced with other more broad utilities. But for right now, it's going to be helpful. Not too bad. Let's bring in Kamachi. It's nice when you can connect the paths that you skip over. Alright, well, we're about to get hit by Angry Fish. Sheesh, yeah, that attack increase was nice. What have we got down here? Repulsion Orb. A red orb that's about the size of a volleyball allows its user to repel anything he wishes. According to Renizuki's abilities, it can also attract things, but no one knows how to use it that way. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and replace the Miko board with that for Kamachi. Having someone that can inflict heavy on top of everything else she tends to spam shouldn't be too shabby. That AoE attack. Instant death on one slug. And I missed on the other guy. Good. Good. That's exactly what I wanted. Tracking Obertars. Alright, Kane is done. Let's bring in Wriggle. Bring in Nidori. My, Nazarin, it's been a while. Indeed it has. Oh, the shopkeeper's here too. Yes, long time no see. Thanks for the help you provided during that period. Ah, it's nothing to worry about. It's natural for a shopkeeper to offer what his customers are looking for. If you ever find yourself in need again, you don't go wrong with patronizing Corindo. Ugh, this guy's trying to play the nice salesman. Doesn't really work when you're grossly overcharged me for the pagoda that my master lost. What you doing here, anyways? Lady Byakuren was worried about the humans. They've all been really shaken by this great tree. I had some free time, so she asked me to come along as well. I'm quite interested in this place too. My dowsing rods reacted really strongly to the great tree, so I joined her half out of respect for her request and half out of my own interest in it. I see, yeah, I remember Byakuren loving to stick her nose into things like these. Though there's also the part where I got so involved in finding all the tons of treasure here that I erred and went to retreat. I ended up losing the detectors with secret powers hidden within them to the monsters. And I'm not going to tell them, not as long as that man's with them at least. If he finds it first, he's going to fleece me for all I've got again. Is there something on my face? No, don't mind me, huh? Marissa, mind showing me what you have in your pocket? Ah, this? It's a bunch of scrap iron I picked up. Rainbow keeps making a fuss when I do that, though. The shape's a bit different, but it's definitely my detector. The monsters who took it probably bent it all out of shape. It should work just fine if I bend it back to the way it was. Now, how to phrase this? Let me see that. This metal rod looks pretty well made. Yeah, you know all about dowsing. I'm sure you have your own evaluations on these kinds of things. So this metal's good. Ha, I knew it. No wonder my sixth sense was yelling at me about it. That's not quite right. The metal itself is normal iron. It's just that for dowsing, metal that's left in this great tree for some time makes for one of the best materials. In other words, this metal is great, if I'm using it. Really? That sucks. So let's get down to business. How about you give me the metal objects you found, and I'll join your exploration efforts in return. You all came here to do something about this tree, right? Huh. Yeah, that was in the plans. I would be glad to be able to progress more easily and find a lot of new treasures too. It's a pretty good exchange if you ask me. But I picked these up. Wouldn't it be best to give it to her? You can't do anything with it, and giving it to her is only going to help her exploration. Yep, in fact, that's probably as useful as it's going to get. Come on, Marissa, hand it over. Well, fine. Not like I really need to add them to my nest egg of stuff. Fine, here you go. Thanks. Yeah, this metal looks good. If I modify the shape a little, it should be helpful in searching for treasures within the Great Tree. And most of all, I stole a march on that man. Ha, this is payback. You look awfully happy. I do? Wouldn't anyone be happy if they had a new toy to play around with? Ha, I know that feeling all too well. Makes you want to hurry up and try it. Yeah, you see. Anyway, let's leave the topic aside. I'll be in your care for a while. Let's work together. And we got Nazarin. I did use Nazarin through the entirety of my previous... Pretty much any character that was new, I definitely made an effort to use in my previous playthrough. Nazarin is a single-target spellcaster that has decent access to certain elements. A lot of her spells have the added bonus of increasing drop rates or money gain if it happens to get a killing blow. Overall, she was rather good. Really flexible mage. We do need to use her for battle points, so we will have to add her to the party. More than likely, I will add her along with any of the other characters that require battle points. Which there is one other character that requires battle points. At least that's nearby. Eternal Ice. It's like ice, but eternal. But yeah, I don't intend on using her as my final group. A piece of ice that, for some reason, doesn't melt no matter what. At least it never melts when placed openly, but human touch seems to melt it instantly. Kind of awesome, except it's kind of not. I feel like we've gotten that before, but I'm not sure. Well, I've read it anyway. It's too late. No takebacks. Alright. Dead ends are always good. And missed. Yeah, so, missing is going to be an issue since we don't have Momiji in the front. Somebody tells me that's going to be very annoying. I don't exactly want to switch everyone to tracking Obitars, but if I have to, I might have. But it's probably better than having attacks just flat out do nothing. Oh yeah, I should have tagged you out. Well, here, have some energy. Oh geez, don't attack her. Barely any damage. All of it's not helpful. Well, that worked. Oh, Kukri, cool. We actually got one of these. A weapon that increases both attack and magic. It's the strongest dagger in the original, but few characters use both stats, and the expansion is completely outclassed by a better weapon. Poor thing. Debuff resistance, speed, magic, and attack. So for right now, I'll give this to you. All right. Okay, let's see. Who can I tag in? We can bring in Misty again. Kazu's Amulet. I think we've gotten one of those already. Yep, debuff resistance. Debuff resistance was like a key thing for my previous playthrough, because I had to rely on certain abilities that actually debuffed the party as well as the enemy. Let's try this. Okay. And I can do this. Don't suppose you can just do a regular punch, can you? Yeah, Mistia's paralysis is actually pretty decent. 1 damage, perfect. Beautiful crystal piece, evil spirit soul, and a symbol of faith. I think that's our first beautiful crystal piece. Is it not a material? Oh, there it is. It's a piece of beautiful but not necessarily rare granite crystal. Aside from being used in accessories, it's also piezoelectric. Perhaps someone like Nazarin can make use of that effect. Please connect. Thank you. Yeah, the silence ability actually has a better multiplier for damage. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and call it here, and we'll continue next time. So I'm the Deprestio, this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. I'll see you guys later.